Greetings from Cybertron. This is SoundJack here with a review of the BotBots Series 3 Arcade Renegades. Yes, I have managed to obtain all of the Arcade Renegades already, so I figured I'd share them in a review. The only way to get them is by getting the special 16-pack Arcade Renegade packs, which are available on Amazon and I believe through Hasbro's eBay at the very least. At the moment, I don't know if they're going to come into stores at some point, but there are 6 variety packs you can get. If you want to get them all in one shot, you're going to want to find the one with the number 6, and the numbers are in the corner by the bot with the called Sweet Cheat, who we'll get to later. This one, who's the bot with the Konami code, and it's right next to them. But if you don't get the one with 6 on it, you're gonna have to get another pack. Just so you're aware. If you do find them in store, you want the number 6. If you want to like order a bunch and then open the one that has all of them, get number 6. If you don't, it's gonna have a mix of, well, you're gonna get all of the new mold ones, these 8 in the front row, and then all of these ones are potential options. If you don't get all 8 of them, they're going to be Series 1, pretty much. I think I heard there was some Series 2, but I don't remember quite exactly. But just so you're aware of that. But before we get into the review, let's take a look at some size comparisons. Here they are next to a couple Battle Masters and Micromasters, a tiny Turbo Changer, a current Deluxe class and Voyager class figure, and a not so current Legends class figure. So I'm going to do as I do always from left to right. However, since there's 16, and I put a poll out on my Twitter that said you want a monster review with all 16 of them, and instead of me splitting them half and half, we're going to do it in a slightly different way. Just doing the new molded ones first, aka the ones you can get in every single Arcade Renegade pack, and then going through the back row of the colorless, recolors, redecos, whatever you want to call them, and the ones that are in the blind packed portions of these packs. So first up with the new molds, and the one you'll get in every pack, is a Bankshot, who is an arcade, a pinball cabinet, a pinball machine. She loves being the popular game of the arcade. However, all of the pinballing that it happens leaves her very disoriented and confused and dizzy. So yeah, so her facial expression right there is great. Nothing to hide her face, though. That's kind of like a fun screen for like a tilt screen, I guess. But the pinball thing itself is kind of simply detailed, but like you get the gist that it's a pinball. Just no none of the bumpers, and the nice yellow, purple, blue colors going on there are very nice. The sides of the arcade machine are pretty simple, just some minor details and these little bits at the front. You do have a bit of detail underneath here and a couple of little legs that are like basically stumps, but that's some nice molded detail under there. And then the back is just this, and then there's a little bit of blue on the sides and on the top of her head. And for transformation, we bring the feet down, fold the feet up like that. We pull these panels out, flip them up. We can flip those in, or we leave them out. Yeah, we leave them out. Sorry. We leave them out like so, and then we come to the sides and pull out her arms. And there's Bankshot in her robot mode. Not much more to say. The simple flat arms that are on those and just rotate full 360. Legs just bend inward for the transformation. Not too much new detail, but I do very much like her. She's a lot of fun. This little thing doesn't want to stick up. Also, I like the star details on what can be called her collar, I'd guess, if I can get a good angle. There we go. I like those stars. But that is Bankshot. So now we'll move on to Cackle Corn. And Cackle Corn is a bag of popcorn. I guess it's a snack you can buy at this arcade. What is it, like a Chuck E. Cheese? I don't know. But anyway, Cackle Corn is, like I said, a bag of popcorn. His personality is that he loves to laugh. He laughs at, basically everything. And sometimes will pop his head off, basically because his head is filled with popcorn. It's a very nice white and red container. Nice red painted stripes. These are a little uneven up here, if you can see that. But overall, pretty nice work here. Just pretty much see the legs there and then the split joint. So covers up very nicely, and the popcorn detail on top is also very nice. For transformation, you are going to lift this up. So we're over here, and then we're going to pull the arm out. Pull the arm out, flip the legs down, and there is Cackle Corn in his robot mode. He's got no eyes, but he has this like do not symbol on the side of his head on both sides that I guess is where his ears are, maybe? I don't know. But he's one of those where you can like tilt the hat because of how it works. You can tilt the hat up, you can tilt down. You're gonna go to the sides, tilt it, you know, you can get a good bit of range on it. The feet are pretty simple. Arms are pretty simple. They've got they are compatible with accessories that come with BotBots. But for whatever reason, this one arm doesn't have any paint on it, while this one has the front of it red. So I don't know if there's like a missing paint app or if that's intentional. So I'm not sure what's going on, but he has got a happy laugh going on, even though he's got no eyes. And for articulation, pretty much just arms rotate full 360 and then the leg transformation joint. But that's Cackle Corn. If you will stand for me, thank you, Cackle Corn. And up next we have Clawsom, the claw machine game, who loves seeing people get what they want, so she always makes sure they get the prize that they are looking for the most. She's just Clawsom, you know. According to the artwork that I've seen, it's all you can see inside on all of the sides, but they only put the detail on this side, so it does kind of look a tad weird with the lever being on this side and the claw being right there for the claw machine to me. But you do get some nice artwork there of some line stuff of some of the early BotBots. We definitely have the Sage Cheese mold, the Point Dexter mold. I want to say that's the Frostferati mold. That's the Stinkosaurus Rex mold in plant mode, and I want to say that's an early angry cheese mold, because it looks like the same shape of loaf of bread, but like the details are off, but it kind of looks like it, you know what I'm saying? Sorry if I had that off camera. But yeah, that's what we got for those. The blue on all of the sides is nice. The little bit of silver and a little bit of red bring a very nice touch to the overall thing. And then the top is silver, is plain, and the bottom is the legs. So transformation wise, we are going to pull the arms out to the side, rotate her hand like so, because she does have a fist down here and that's her thumb. So the joystick sticks out. And then we flip the legs down, pull the head up, and there is Clawsom in her robot mode. She's got a nice green visor going on, a kind of smirky face, even though she's kind. The claw hand is very nice, and I'm glad that this isn't just the joystick hand like I thought it was going to be, but there is a molded hand underneath. I don't know why. Shut up, computer. Articulation-wise, on ball joints, so they can do the 360, you can go in and out, slide up and down. But we also have like an elbow rotation. It's, I guess that would be what it would be, or bicep rotation. I don't know. It's at the elbow, but there's no bend at it. It's just a rotation, mostly for transformation though. And then the legs do their thing. Simple robot mode. Do like it though more than the alt mode, just because again, it's without there any being details of being able to see inside the machine is a little weird. Also, some nice tech details hidden in her back sides, if the lighting will accommodate what I want to show you. It's kind of hard. But that is Clawsom. And up next we have Driver Ted, who is a driving game. He is actually an educational game, as he does this for driver's tests. He gives out driver's tests and makes sure everyone follows the rules of the road. He's that guy. He's the prowl. I'll just say that. He's a very nice arcade cabinet, nice red and the checkered flag pattern on the side, one blue and one red motorbike, and on that we see the actual more checkered flags and then the models for, or the line art for the Poindexter mold and what seems to be the Plop Father mold, though without the mustache. So yeah, very neat. And you also even have like the little coin insert slots right there, which is a very nice tiny detail. And on the back we've got plugs and then the buttons and the stuff that would be on a cabinet like this. So that's very cool. And also the top, which I assume are the star lights. But yeah, he's pretty neat. And then, whoops, that does stay out for this mode. And then also I appreciate the molding on these little motorcycles. They got the handles, they got the seats, they got quite a lot of detail on them for those little things. But transformation wise, we are going to fold them down, push them back, flip these panels out, and pull the arms out and down, and there is Driver Ted in his robot mode. Simple face, just pretty much a visor, and then everything folds out. Very flat hands, but they are able to do the 360 rotation, and then the legs can go up and down a bit, so you can get him to sit if you want. And then also these are, yeah, those are on ball joints, so you can do quite a few different things with those panels up there that also have a bit of tech detailing on them. So that's driver. Whoops, sorry, 1 second. Come on, never. There we go. So there's Driver Ted, and now we have Greedfeed, who is a roll of tickets, who is an obsessive hoarder, will collect all the tickets, collect all the prizes, and not let anyone get close to him. Very nicely designed. The roll on the inside details nice. The stars and the ticket details are very nice, as how tickets would, though this is a little flat, and you got just a tiny gap showing the weird robot mode we've got to come to us. And transformation wise, you just split it, and oh my god, what is that? Yeah. It doesn't look it doesn't look any better in the BotBots artwork on the website. He's basically just a being made out of loose tickets. So yeah. Anyway, he's got a painted in mouth and nice red eyes, and then the arms have the molding. He's the weirdest one by far. I like the alt mode more than I like the robot mode. I will be completely honest. It just looks so weird. I'm not, like, I assume it's supposed to be a dragon, but the dragon covered in, like, tickets with that weird, like, roughness that doesn't come off as well as tickets on this small toy as opposed to the artwork. I don't know. Anyway, you got ball jointed elbow shoulders, so 360, and these are on hinges, so you get quite a good bit of range out of the arms. There's basically nothing for feet. So there is Greedfeed in his robot mode. There we go. And then we have Notzel, the pretzel, who is has a twisted sense of humor. Ha ha ha. She just likes making jokes and pulling pranks on people. That's basically her, Notzel the pretzel. Very nice pretzel. Nice pretzel molding. Nice white paint for the salt. That is not molded, that is straight up paint. And then the underside, we kind of have like the Burgertron or the Stink Eye Stapleton mold, where like the top looks good, and then you look underneath and like, oh, it's just the body kind of folded up, kind of barely concealing the face. Mostly Burgertron is what I think of when I see this. But you know, this top looks very good. And transformation, as you can guess, flip that down. There we go. There's Notzel. She's got her green eyes and a very cheeky smirk going on. We've got arms that rotate back and forth. Nice molded details on the chest. Lighter brown for the face. Lighter, that same brown on the pecs and her feet as well. And yeah, you can't do a full 360 with the arms because of the head getting in the way, but that's a nice range of articulation on. It's just kind of funny having the pretzel for her head. I find that funny. Yeah. There's Notzel. And here we have, whoops, Old Cool, a old arcade fighting cabinet who reminisces for the old days of video games when they were real games, quote unquote. Because it's, you know, 1 token, 3 lives, no save points, do what you can, and always gripes about the new games being too easy. So yeah, nice yellow arcade cabinet, nice details on the back here. Fortunately, the hands are just sticking out there and just helping support that back section. The buttons and the control stick are nicely painted in blue and red, and the screen also has some nice detail. That's definitely Angry Cheese. So actually, it may not have been that mold on the first one. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm not sure that one. Someone let me know, because I could also just be blinking and we'll be like, oh wait, Waddle Pop. That's Waddle Pop. I think that's Waddle Pop. I think that's the penguin. I think that's the penguin Waddle Pop. Just because of those melted looking chest details kind of matching the color layout on her chest. But anywho, Angry Cheese versus what looks like the Cocoa Crazy mold, but the blue makes me think it might be the cavity that comes with the bakery bites. Possibly, I'm not fully certain, but you know that mold. And it's got a nice versus, got nice meter bars down at the bottom. Very nice. Very nice. And transformation-wise, arms fold out, body folds down, feet fold out, and that flips up, and there you have, and rotate the arms around. And there you have Old Cool, who's got Optimus, a Soundwave look with the visor and the mouth plate going on. Pretty yellow visor, a little bit of black going around the face and a bit of gray for the mouth plate section. Arms, legs, not a lot of detail nor paint, but the arms are on ball joints, so they and this hinge joint, so they do have quite a lot of range, interestingly. So you can get quite a bit done arm-wise with him. But yeah, that is Old Cool. And then the last new mold arcade renegade we have is Tutu Puffs, who is the prima donna ballerina and wants everyone to watch her dance. And if she doesn't, she gets mad. And has a tantrum, and you know, it's basically Jigglypuff, but as a transformer, but also I guess Swirlix because it's cotton candy. Yeah, so she'd be a fairy type if she was a Pokemon, is what I'm getting at. But it is a very nice cotton candy. The stick is very nice with the red stripe going around. The molding is also very nice for the cotton candy stuff, though you have obvious feet and obvious arms. But hey, what are you gonna do? Transformation wise, just another quick over. Transformation wise, you pull that up, pull the arms out. Come on, arms. There we go. Flip the feet down, and there is Tutu Puffs in her robot mode. And just like with Cackle Corn, this top you can mess around with its exact positioning, and you can even like spin it. Though there is only one way for it to close down properly, so you do have to, if you want to hide the face completely, you will have to cover that down. But she's got a nice white head going on. She kind of looks like an egg under there, like if all the cotton candy fell off, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an egg underneath. But she's got a straight line mouth, big gleaming eyes, little pink cheeks going on, a little bit of pink going around the one eye. I think you want to get that checked out. I don't think pink eye is a good thing. Ha ha ha, pink eye, pink, get it? She's also got a little bit of gray on the shoulders and a little bit of white on her hands. And speaking of the hands, they do a 360. And the legs, they just move for transformation. So you can't do much ballerina ring. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. She can't do ballerina stuff. But that is Tutu Puffs. So now up we have the old mold BotBots that are in the back. And the first one is 24K-Bit, an arcade token who is a color lift of Puxy, or repaint of Puxy. Personality-wise, they are a rapper, basically, and they're a VIP, and they get in front of the lines and play all the games to get all the high scores. There is no dedicated there are no gender pronouns on 24K Bits bio, so I'm going to assume I'm going to use gender-neutral pronouns for that. Driver Ted doesn't either, but the name Ted makes me think male. I don't think Ted is a female name at all. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I should have probably used gender-neutral pronouns for him as well. But 24K Bit, they are a very nice coin, predominantly yellow all around, with some nice gold detailing with the QR code stuff to be like, oh, this is a coin, and the nice star pattern around the coin. I wonder how well that picks up, but it's very nice and reflective if you get that the right angle, which is very neat. And then underneath is the robot. So transformation, flip that back, pull the head up, which is as tight as all the other versions of this mold. There we go. Not as tight, but still tight. And there is 24K Bit in their robot mode. We've got some nice gold on the chest with a star and little stuff, square rectangles and dots, a nice painted helmet, visor, and a smirking face, white hands going on there, and still rocking those ice skates. They could just be like hover skates or whatever you want to say, or roller skates, whatever you want to do with them to justify it being on this body. But yeah, articulation. The arms are on ball joints, so there's room, but this back kibble gets in the way, unfortunately. But that is 24K. I'm going to try my best to make sure they're all visible to the audience as we continue here, but it's going to be tricky because there's 16 BotBots. God, gosh darn. Okay. Anywho, and then we have the Fizz, who is cool. The Fizz is cool. He is cool. He slicks back his straw and all the cool cat stuff. So he's probably like from from like the 70s and like one of those types that are just cool hanging around the arcade, you know. But it's a very nice color lift of the Sippy Slurps. No, not the Sippy Slurps. Why can't I remember the name? It's the girl. Twerple Burple. There we go. Nice white straw, nice blue lid, nice blue stripe around the bottom, and nice red around the rest of the body. Transformation-wise, the arms pull out. Arms pull out. Feet pull down. Ow. A little tight, surprisingly. I think that's as far as they're going. And then flip down that panel, and there is the Fizz in his robot mode. You get a nice blue visor. You got a cocky smile going on there, and a nice blue stripe to make that cohesive around the body. We also got a little bit of white on those forearms, and they do the full 360 degrees. And there is the Fizz in his robot mode. Do not fall over, Cackle Corn. I would not laugh. And then we have Papa Click out of the Say Cheese mold, who is much more of an instant camera, one of those people kind of cameras, limited amount of shots, you know, that type. If you live long enough, if you're a younger member of my audience, maybe you don't know what an instant camera is. I don't know. But anyway, his thing, Papa Click's thing, is he likes taking photos of all the high scores in the arcade. But he will be a little overeager and like try to take the photos, though the game is still going on. So, but yeah, so camera mode, same back details as such. A little bit of yellow on the flash, nice blue there, red, yellow, and blue stripes on the side, and this creamy color for the rest of the camera body to make it look like the disposable cameras. And transformation wise, rotate that like so, pull that out like so, and pull the legs down like so. And there is Papa Click in his robot mode. unlike, say, the original version of this mold, but like the second version of this mold clicks, the face is up here and his eye is heart shape, interestingly, and a very, very tiny happy smile. I guess he's happy to look at the pictures of the high scores being taken. Click, click. And again, sorry if he was off camera. Articulation wise, arm rotates like that, ball joint at this arm, and then a hinge, so very movable there. This is also on a ball joint, so you got quite a range. And the feet are also able to rotate and bend back and forth a little bit, so you got quite a bit of range on Papa Click here. So yeah, that is him. And then we have Pixelfin, a color lift of Series 2's Ollie Bite, who he is a big sports fan, arcade game fan, not sports fan, arcade game fan. Love seeing the best bots in the arcade go at it, but they get annoyed when he's watching from the top of their heads. So, because he's a hat, get it. Nice little hat. I guess a prize you could win probably from the arcade. So nice blue going on for most of the body. Red on the top of the cap, and nice white teeth going on. Gray on the inside for the rest of the spots, and gray on the inside of the mouth too. So I guess it doesn't look as obvious. There's a mouth on that hat. And then the blue rim of the hat as well. Transformation wise, we are going to flip up the fin like so. I'm going to fold this up, flip that back, rotate, pull the arms out, pull the arms out, close the mouth if you want, and flip the legs down, and there is Ollie Bite. Not Ollie Bite, Pixelfin in his robot mode. And just like Ollie Bite, he's a walking land shark with no clear indication as what his eye is. It's either this or just these two giant hemispheres, or he just doesn't have eyes. He definitely has a big old mouth, though, that goes chomp, 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 chomp. Shark Week was last week. Could have made a joke about it. Chomp. He's got the tiny arms and the tiny legs, just like Pixelfin, and then not Ollie Bite. Jeez, and then you got the big old tail going on here, which has it's ball jointed, but it doesn't have too much side to side, but definitely a lot of up and down, and you can hinge that around, and you can rotate the arms a full 360 at the very least. Though you can also do a fair bit with the fin because it is on a ball joint, but probably should be up like that. But there is Pixelfin there. Gonna shift everyone over a little bit. Then we have Sheriff Sugarfeet, who is a cop at the small, or the arcade, I should say. She, nighttime security guard, rolls around trying to stop crimes and whatnot, though everyone knows where she is. Because she leaves the sugary powder trail, so she can't really be stealthy, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a powdered donut version of Sprinkled Berry Donut. It's very nice, very round. Got the donut hole. You got the spot where it's not like completely covered in powder. There's the base donut, so that's a very nice touch. Pretty solid all around. Transformation wise, we pull the arms out, we pull the feet down, and then we flip the face around, and there is Sheriff Sugarfeet in her robot mode, and she's rocking a nice pair of sunglasses, got some main donut colored hands and some powdery feet. Though articulation wise, you just got those 2 inches, so the arms can only go really in and out pretty much. But yeah, there is Sheriff Sugarfeet. And then we have Sweet Cheat, the chocolate bar, the color lift of Remorsal from Series 1, though that lighter brown makes me think it might be a bit caramelly, maybe? I don't know. But the main thing about Sweet Cheat is that she is the one with all of the secret codes for all of the games. You just need to know her secret code, which the website has a fun thing with her bio, because you can tell what the secret code is by looking at all of the capitalized letters after her name. And it spells out level up. So That's her secret code. And like I said before, the artwork on the back of the Arcade Renegades packaging has her opening up her wrapper to reveal on the inside is written the Konami code: up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right, left, right, B, A, start, or A, B, start. I do admittedly forget, but it is the Konami code. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, red wrapper, red and blue wrapper going on there. Like I said, the chocolate and this lighter brown, which might be a caramel in my mind. But there's nothing that suggests that, but that's what I'm thinking. And transformation-wise, we lift that up, flip these hands down, and we pull out her feet, and there is Sweet Cheat in her robot mode, and she's very happy because she knows she's got the codes. She's got all of the codes. She's got her little weird hook hands. She's got the lighter brown chocolate going on for her face. Nice smug eyes, happy open mouth, and then just simple red legs that do have the waist rotation, and then these arms which are on ball joints, so you get 360 rotation, and they can go up and down a fair bit. So yeah, there is Sweet Cheat. And then we have Tangry Tart, the lollipop, the sour lollipop, who wants to ruin everyone's good time and doesn't want anyone else to have a good time, so he steals their tokens. That's his thing. He's bitter and, well, he's sour, so he doesn't want anyone to have fun. Color lift of the Lollylix mold. Yes, Lollylix, or Lolly Mints from Series 2. This side just a solid green with the white stem, but on this side you got a lighter green swirl going on, though you do have the little gap that does show a bit of his face. Yeah, him. I couldn't remember. If you couldn't tell, I'm using the website because these bios are very, very fresh. But Tangry Tart, yeah, pretty much green sour lollipop. If that's your thing, this might be your preferred flavor. I don't know. Transformation, arms fold out, flip down that panel, and then split the legs, flip up the feet, and there is Tangry Tart in his robot mode. Still mono-eyed, like the first version of this mold, but not the second version of this mold. And an angry, growling mouth because he's angry. Oh, I'm having fun. You can't have fun. I don't know. But yeah, arms, legs, pretty standard for the mold. The legs can go in and out. They can go side to side as well, just because of how that joint works. And the feet have a bit of forward pivot, but it's not going to be able to stand very well. But you know, you can try to get him to moonwalk Michael Jackson style. And then the arms, they're on ball joints, so you can do that. Get 360 rotation, bit of forward, back, all that good stuff with the ball joint. And that is Tangry Tart. If you would stand, please. There we go. Tangry Tart. And lastly, for the Arcade Renegades, we have Wristband. Wristbanned. So the pun is greater. He is basically the bouncer. And if you're not on the VIB or very important bot list, you are not getting into the arcade. That's basically it. He's the bouncer. He is a color lift of the Fitness Monster mold, though instead of watch, it's basically a high-tech wristband, basically. So basically like the Disney Park wristbands, you know, but with just more of a QR code thingy going on, I guess. Silver border around that, and then everything else is pretty much solid blue. And transformation, arms flip down, legs flip down. We move this up, and then we move this up, and there is Wristband in his robot mode. Single eye, just like Fitness Monster. Yep. He's a little angry, doesn't seem to have a mouth, but he's got nice silver around that, and a little bit of orange to perk up the color scheme, as well as some black on the arms and the feet. Articulation, his arms can go up and back only that far, but they can go in and out a little bit, but not too much. Also, a fair bit of silver on the waist here. There's a lot more hidden, but you got some nice silver on that waist as well. Trouble with this mold, as always, it will have difficulty standing due to all of this weight, which is, this is the recommended style. Well, actually, according to the website, it's supposed to look a bit like that, but you kind of gotta like bring it up a fair bit to actually get him standing, because just there's so much weight that has difficulty balancing. There we go. And yeah, so difficulty, probably the hardest to stand out of all of these. So there is Wristband in his robot mode, and I just ruined it. And now for a round of size comparisons. Here they are next to a couple Battle Masters and Micromasters, a tiny Turbo Changer, a current Deluxe class and Voyager class figure, a not so current Legends class figure, and of course the channel's mascots Soundwave and Wheeljack. So yeah, those are the Arcade Renegades, all 16 of them. Bankshot I love. Cackle Corn is great, though I'm confused about the arms. Clawsom, robot mode's great. Alt mode kind of feels a bit weird. Driver Ted's great. Greedfeed, robot mode, what is it? What's going on? Not Soul, simple transformation, but you know, fun. Old Cool, I also like. The details, Tutu Puffs, fun new mold, 24K bit, nice reuse of a disc. Fizz, nice to see this mold again. Papa Clicks, also nice to see this mold again, just because I like the mold so much. That doesn't feel as different from the Series 2 version as it did from the Series 1 version. Olliebite, again, glad to see this mold again. Also, the blue works very well for it for being a shark. Sheriff Sugarfeet, also glad to see this mold again. Love the powder donut design concept. Red, blue colors look very nice on this, and I'm still going to assume it's a caramel chocolate bar to keep all of the chocolate bars from having, to allow all of the chocolate bars to keep having different colors. Tangry Tart, green, angry, lollipop, makes sense. And Wristband, the kind of a stretch, I think, to make such a high-tech wristband for an arcade, which definitely did not have this high-level technology before, but, you know, it's modern arcade, probably, so sure, why not? At least there's a way to get the mold used again. And that's all I have to say about the Arcade Renegades. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SoundJack426. Also, please consider donating on my Ko-fi account if you want to help support the channel if you are able. Link for that will be in the description down below. And you should check out RDSJ Gaming, where I play video games with Alyssa, aka The Rational Dove. And with all of that said, thanks for tuning in. This is SoundJack signing off.